boat? Come and pick up who in the night? Listen, I'm not sure if anyone has ever been to the beach at night. You can't see jack. Like, it is pitch black. The ocean gets its reflection from the sky. So if it's dark and the sky is black, the ocean is black. And y'all, I ain't about to go swimming with no Nemo. I'm not about to be swimming beside Titanic, because why am I being on the beach at night? There's no reason. And your girl can't swim. So I was like, it didn't sit right with my spirit. It just didn't feel right. So I went away, and I was speaking to everyone whom I've met that's been to Coco Blanco. And I'm telling them what these guys are saying, that they're going to bring us, and they're going to bring us by a boat. Literally, I kid you not, everyone's reaction was like, boat? And I'm like, exactly. And then people start telling me there's nowhere to dock a boat. Like, it's literally like a 5-10 minutes drive from the hotel. It's like in like a strip plaza. There's nowhere to dock a boat. I'm like, something doesn't sound right. So I went back to them, and I told her everything that people were telling me. And as I was talking, I realized that the three guys and the girls, they're talking in Spanish, exchanging words back and forth to each other. Something just didn't feel right with me. So I was like to the girl, I'm like, tell your cousins that there's nowhere to dock a boat while we're taking a boat. And they're like, no, there's a way to dock a boat. We know a shortcut. Don't worry, you're thinking too much. Just come, just have fun. You're on vacation, have fun. And I'm like, it just doesn't seem right with me. So I'm telling the girl, I'm like, no, tell your cousins that no, we're not going. We're not going. And then my friend is like, what do you mean we're not going? I really want to go, yada, yada, yada. I'm like, I'm not going. Doesn't sound right. Doesn't sit right. And then they're like, no, you're being paranoid. You're thinking too much, yada, yada, yada. So I'm like, you know what? 1 second. So I left again and asked some more people, and everyone's telling the same story. There's nowhere to dock a boat. It's 10 to 15 minutes. So that doesn't sound right. The story's not adding up. So I went back to them, tell them again. And I'm like, listen, what is your ammo? Like, what is your aim? Like, what are you guys trying to do? Are you trying to kidnap us? And they're looking at us like, wait, what? And I'm like, are you trying to kidnap us? I'm like, do you? And I'm like, ask your, and I told the girl, I'm like, ask your cousins if they're trying to kidnap us. And then she's looking at me, she's like, no, 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 they're not trying to do that. I'm like, how do you know? Ask them, make them tell me. And then she's like, she tell them something, and then they're laughing. So I'm like, okay, she's not telling them clearly what it is that I want to tell them. So I'm like to them, I'm like, do you want to kill us? And they're looking at me like I have six head. I'm like, are you trying to? Is that what you're trying to do to us? And they're still looking at me. So I'm like, okay, are you trying to like, like, is that what you're trying to do to us? And then they're like, no, 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 no. So I'm like, you know what? Forget that. I went and grabbed someone who spoke Spanish and who has actually been to Coco Blanco. And I filled him in with everything that's going on. He went, he talked to them, and he's like to me, he's like, something doesn't seem right. And I'm like, listen, I know my like senses is going off, like it's tingling, like it's tingling. So I'm like, something is just not adding up. Translating to them, and they're telling him, you know what, we don't want her to come, we just want a friend to come because she's being all paranoid and she's being this and that, she's gonna kill the vibe and all this. And I'm like to him, I'm like, listen, I'm not messing around. What's your aim here? I'm like, are you trying to steal organs? Is it the organs you want? Like, do you want my organs? Do you want my lungs? Do you want my kidney? Do you want my spleen? And I'm like, why is it that if the club is in a plaza, why is that with me on a boat and at nighttime? Why? I need answers. Like, why? And they were like, oh no, no, it's not. Oh no, no, it's nothing like that. You know, just that my boy used a shortcut to get to the club. That's why we're in a boat. I'm like, if it's 10 minutes away from here, why do we need a shortcut? Like, why do you need a shortcut? It's 10 minutes. And why are we taking a boat? So I'm like, you know what? How about we charter a taxi to go? No, 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 no. We have to take the boat. We have to take the boat. We have to take the boat. I'm like, oh, so you're insisting on taking this boat? I'm like, you know what? Me, my liver, my spleen, and my kidney, my lungs, and my heart, and all my organs are not going to be in that boat. So you need to find someone else whose organs you could harvest. And my friend is like, no, no, don't be like that. Trish, you're killing me. This, don't be like. And I'm like, listen, you can go if you want to go, but I have a return flight to catch. And I need to make sure I'm on that flight with my organs in my body. I need to be in my seat, not in the cargo with the rest of the luggages. I don't want my body to be there. I want my body to be in the seat. I want to be breathing properly, all my organs in me. I am not putting my family through this. My mother is not going to be burying me. I said, no, 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 no. I'm going to live a full life. I'm going to die old and gray and beautiful, of course. Like, I'm not going. And then they're like, you know, whatever. We're leaving at 9:30 sharp. Whether you guys are here or not. I'm like, okay. Fine. And they're like, yeah, 9:30 sharp. So anyways, now fast forward now. So it's the night, went out to eat, and she seemed a little bit down. I'm trying to have a conversation with her. She seemed a little bit down and out. And one of my friends, a couple who had met on vacation, they had invited me back to their hotel room because the boyfriend's birthday and they're gonna be popping a champagne bottle. So I'm like, yeah, of course, like I'm a good time, I'm down, I'm always down for a good time. I will definitely come by. And I'm like, can I bring my friend who's on vacation with me? They're like, yeah, of course. So I'm like, okay. So I invite her. I'm like, hey, we're going to go to this girl's hotel room, her and her boyfriend, me and some other people. They're gonna be popping champagne bottle. You want to come? She's like, no, I'm tired. My skin is hurting, you know, I just want to go home and take some pills and just go to sleep. I'm like, okay, cool. So I walked back to the room with her. I stayed there for a few minutes, probably like 30 minutes or so, to make sure I didn't want to go too early. So about 11:30, I left the hotel room, and as I'm walking across the hotel grounds to go to my hotel room, who do I see? And mind you, I left my hotel room at 11:30 p.m. Keep in mind, these guys say they're leaving at 9:30 sharp, whether we're there or not. So now I left my hotel room at 11:30. I'm walking towards my friends, the couple who I've met on vacation, walking towards their hotel building, and what three little R. Kellys in training do I see standing there? Yep, I see them standing there. I was like, yo, what's up? Obviously, I didn't say that to them. I got scared, y'all. Like, I turned to like a little punk, and I'm just like, I literally ran behind a palm tree and like stood there, and I'm like trying to contemplate like my next move. Like, do I run back to like my hotel room, or do I run back to like the friend's room that I'm going to? So when I ran behind a palm tree, I was wearing those Ardeen sandals that's like $5. Like, you know, the one that's like 3 for 10 or 3 for 15, something like that. I was wearing one of those sandals. And you know, when you run in those sandals, especially like on tile floors or anything, all you hear is like cluck, 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 cluck. Like, it makes a whole bunch of noise. It literally alarms the whole world that you are coming. So when I went behind a palm tree, I literally took my sandals off because I'm like, yo, I'm not about to go out like this. They're not gonna catch me and I'm like, oh, look at her by herself. Let's snatch her right now. Perfect opportunity. I was like, no. So I took my sandals off and like I peeped from behind a palm tree to see what's going on. The three of them were just standing there smoking and drinking. So I'm like, okay. I literally bolted. I bolted towards the hotel that I was going to. I bolted like my inner Usain Bolt came on. I was like, like, you know, Usain at the Olympics. I was busting records. Like, I literally ran all the way to their hotel room and I was out of breath. I was like, like, yo, I was like, pass me my puffer. I need my puffer. And then I remember, oh yeah, I don't have asthma. But like, I felt like my lungs are closing up, but like, I need a puffer. And yeah, so I stayed there. We popped champagne. I had a great time. At the end, I made people walk me back over to my hotel room because I was the only one by myself. Everyone else was in pairs. And then the next day now, we're in the pool, just chilling. I'm just in the pool, you know, just enjoying myself as per usual. Who do I see? The 3 R. Kellys in training came. And out of the 3 of them, 2 of them have like their degree in R. Kellyology. But there's one, the main R. Kelly of them all, he was like going for like his PhD or something. Like, he was super R. Kelly 2.0. So he was talking, there was these white girls that was in the swimming pool, and y'all, they were drunk. Like, I mean, when I mean they were drunk, they were gone. Like, they were being dumb. I'm like, they're doing the uttermost. And one of the R. Kelly that's going for his PhD, the super R. Kelly of them all. So he went over there and he started talking to the girls, and I'm trying to like keep tabs, watching to make sure what's going on. I'm taking pictures, snap, 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 because if anything happens, like, I need to know who was with her last. Like, this is the photos. Like, I'm zooming in, taking pictures of their tattoos. I'm like, yep, gotta make sure I got all the ideas. Listen, I watch the ID channel. I ain't no punk. I watch the ID channel. I know what to do. Paparazzi on you. So anyways, so then, y'all, They were talking for a long time. Your girl got hungry. I'm not no police officer. I don't know do a proper stakeout. I got hungry. So, anyways, I'm gonna eat it now. So I came back and I'm looking around and I seen the girls, but they're short one person. I'm like, where's the girl? And I look and I'm like, where's the R. Kellys? I see two R. Kellys, but the main R. Kelly, the one that's like doing his PhD in R. Kellyology, he's missing too. And I'm like, the hell is going on? So I jump in the water and like over to her friends and I'm like, where's your friend? Oh, she laughed with like that dude over there. Like, yeah, like and then I'm just like, isn't she drunk? Oh, she's okay. I'm like, you let your friend go away with some random guy that you guys don't know and she's drunk. Oh, she's okay. She'll be okay. And I'm like, so stressed. I'm paranoid. I'm like, what the hell is going on? About, I think like 30 minutes to 45 minutes later, the little R. Kelly came back, and when he came back, the girl was nowhere in sight. So yeah, I went over to her friends and I'm like, you guys need to go to your hotel room to check on your girl. They left. I don't know if they actually went to check on the girl, but they left the pool and that was it. That's all I heard from it. I don't know what came of it. Apparently she was drunk, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's rape because you're sober, she's drunk, she can't give you proper consent. But hey, I'm just like, note to self, know who you travel with. So yeah, that's the story of how I almost got kidnapped, almost got my organs harvested. I'm pretty, guys, like no one could tell me the difference. That only two things was gonna happen. Either they were gonna probably like rape us on the boat and then throw our body in the ocean, or kidnap us, take our organs and throw our body in the ocean. Anyway, my theory is my body was gonna end up in the ocean and I'm gonna be in the ocean beside Jack, telling them that there was room for him on that little boat. But Rose, she just didn't want you to live. She just didn't want you to live. You were just a fling for her, and that was all it was. She didn't want you to live. Like, I was gonna be having tea party with little Nemo. Like, yeah, I was literally, that's my theory. I was gonna be in the bottom of the ocean, and y'all, I wasn't ready to meet Jesus. Not yet. Like, my life was not where it needed to be, and my life's still in where it needs to be. So I ain't ready to meet Jesus. So honestly, be careful who you travel with. Be cautious. Be aware. And yeah, if you want to get drunk around sober people. Get drunk with people who you trust. People who have, I mean, like, I would advise not to get drunk, but hey, people are still gonna get drunk. Do responsible. Like, I don't know if there's such thing as being drunk responsible, but if there is, do responsible. And if you're out, especially if you're a group of girls and you are, one of your girls is drunk, you are responsible for her at that moment. You become her advocate. You need to advocate for her on her behalf. You don't let your girls go away with anyone that they don't know them. And especially when they're drunk, y'all be out here playing Russian roulette with people's life. It ain't cool. Don't do that. But yeah, so that's the story about how I almost got kidnapped in the DR. Luckily, I didn't. I'm here today because you know what? Because I'm blessed. I'm blessed. So yeah, we're here. We didn't get kidnapped. I made it on my flight with all my organs intact, you know. Still have my organs intact. They're gonna be with me until the day I leave this earth. And after I leave this earth, do whatever you want to do with them. I don't care. But while I'm alive, it's gonna stay in me. No one's gonna take them out of me until God calls me back home. But yeah, so that's how I almost got kidnapped in the DR, and I went back after that because I went back. So people are like, I can't believe you went back. Listen, the people who survived Titanic, they went on cruises after that. People who have survived plane crashes, they went on planes after that. I'm not gonna let nothing scare me from doing what I want to do, and I love to travel. And y'all, I'm not gonna let nothing stop me from doing what I want to do. So yeah. So thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Share this video. Let me know if you guys have any creepy stories of when you went on vacation, anything almost happened to you. If you do, shout it out. I want to know everything about it. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Have a wonderful day, and God bless you all, and stay safe. Hugs and kisses. Bye now.